We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you to smash that like button, tell me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with ADA Cardano, and as we can see, there has been some strength here after this big flash crash. This consolidation, it is trying to reverse and get back over $2 and stay above $2. But before we break it all down and look at all the data of what's going on in articles with Cardano ADA itself, because what I have to share with you guys, you're gonna love today. You won't want to miss this. You definitely want to stick around. But I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you trade stocks apart from crypto, you may want to check out the link down below in the description to get in on early with us and become part of a learning and growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into everything here with ADA Cardano. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you want to get in on early with us every single morning in the pre-market, I send out the stocks I'm watching, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing and learning community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So this is the list of stocks I mentioned this morning. Every single stock gave 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% opportunities, but 2 of them turned out to be home runs, and this was spectacular, guys. The first one here is HCWB. We caught this one consolidating in the pre-market, dipped to 460 and took off to a highest point of 705, giving 40% plus, dipped again and went for another run of 30% plus. This was phenomenal, and with 42 vision, it's even clearer to be able to see the dips, the rips, the transitions into weakness, and the transitions into strength. And you can gain access to that as well in the 42 vision tier level. And as well, we caught this one here, IFRX. It was consolidating, it dipped, and once that reversal and transition started to form, since this point right down here, it gave a highest point of 50% plus, guys. This is what we strive for every single day. With 42 vision, we have the clarity to remove the guessing and the stressing to be able to maximize on opportunities. And if you want to get in on early with us every single morning, check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So ADA Cardano goes ahead and drops dramatically, right? From 214, 215, 220 almost, all the way down to 172. And with 42 vision, this was a clear opportunity of a dip. That's what it allows me to see. 42 vision allows me to see the dips and the rips, and when momentum is trying to come back up. This is based off the 30-minute, but when we put the 1 day, we can clearly see that things are still looking kind of weak, but this candlestick is a little bit smaller than this one. And if we get a reversal, then we would see another smaller candlestick with that same small wick, but working its way upwards, guys, and continuing that reversal. And then we'll start to see the wicks on top, and then we're also going to start seeing it transition into red with green borders, then green, and then so forth, and continuing that upward trend like we've seen before in the charts. But right now, based off the 1 day, there's still some weakness. And the last time something like this happened, we saw Cardano actually come back up because it hit lows here of 191 and it went all the way back up to 245. You could see it right there. And there's the smaller candlestick. And that's the next part that we need here in this puzzle to see a transition start to form back up. Now, anything below $2 was an opportunity right now in the short term, but it is something to be concerned about, because if it starts losing momentum, and this turns out to be a dead cat bounce coming back up from 172, even down here the lows of 190, back up to 205, and then rejecting and coming back down, then we are going to see some further weakness going back into that support of 172. That's the lowest point that we've seen in this downward trend, right? And consolidation, downward trend and consolidation and dip. Now we need to see if this can hold up. If it does, we have some resistance levels to look at, but this is fighting for an upward movement on the 30-minute. And if you put the 15-minute, you could see the dips and the strengths, right? These were the dips, and moments of strength, consolidation, slight pullback, trying to pull back up. Let's see if it can continue, right? Volume needs to stay high as well. The average 10-day volume is more than today's volume. The more volume, the higher the chances of inflow outweighing outflow. That is super important as well. Now, let's go ahead and look at where Cardano sits in the top most visited cryptos. So when you look here at the most visited on the list, Cardano's number 25, okay? It's still on the list, right? Even though it's kind of all the way down towards the bottom, it's still on the list. Super important to be aware of that, and super important to be watching it. And on trending, it's a little bit higher. It's not as high as we would want Cardano to be, but it's number 17 in the top 20 instead of the top 30, right? In the top 20, if it can get towards the top 15, top 10, that will be a very interesting topic to be talking about and reanalyzing if Cardano is pushing higher, and there will be reasons indirectly and directly to it causing it to move that way, which we would have to reanalyze. Now, what is it that made it drop? Because a lot of people were concerned that ADA Cardano was getting into a bearish pattern, right? And we have been seeing it, and going below $2 is pretty bearish, and this is in a fight right now. But I did state that Cardano in yesterday's video was not the only one getting affected by this drop, and the indirect correlation to it is Ethereum, right? We saw how this was actually pulling downwards as well. Now, Ethereum is moving a lot faster than Cardano itself, but they're competing, right? So indirectly, Ethereum does affect Cardano, and Bitcoin indirectly affects Ethereum. And same thing happened to Bitcoin. And we've seen these flash crashes like today on what's going on with Bitcoin back and forth, and it's actually affecting Ethereum indirectly, and then you also see it affect Cardano indirectly. So super important. Now, Bitcoin just had a flash crash all the way down to 56,000, but it didn't really affect so much Ethereum. And if we look at Cardano, it hasn't really affected it much. They just kind of slightly pulled back. Unlike what happened here, this was pretty impactful. This had a huge impact on a lot of cryptos in the space overall. And in the meantime, just kind of off topic, Shiba Inu was flying. I mean, like, it was very interesting. Almost like all the money was just going into Shiba Inu while those were falling. Kind of interesting. Indirect correlations and just theories. But back to Cardano. Why Cardano has strength to go higher, and what are the key levels, right? We have broken it down time after time, but let's look here at some of the things going on with news. So Cardano's founder, right, signs an MOU with government of Burundi, okay? This is a huge move as well. This was yesterday, and in that big collapse and sideways action, this great news came out. It's pushing it back up over $2. The other thing as well is assessing whether Cardano and Ethereum's collapse is surprising, which was yesterday's news, and it goes ahead and breaks it all down. And there you go. You see the correlation. They're being talked about in different articles and forums and being paired when it comes to discussion. So this is just to confirm how they have indirect correlations. And then we have here ADA goes ahead, its charts hint a hidden bullish divergence in the dip of the bear trap. And one of the biggest things going on with it right now is that Cardano welcomes its first NFT and digital collectibles marketplace by the name of Kata Labs. This is the first Cardano-based marketplace to have a native token for exclusive branded digital products, arts, and goods. This is a huge move for Cardano itself, creating more exposure, more further adoption, and more awareness to its purpose, and actually being able to have a purpose when it comes to the blockchain and what Cardano could provide. This is huge. The indirect correlations with Ethereum, we're seeing it trending. We're seeing it in the most visited. We see this news. This is a huge move as well. And then also having the charts show the clarity that there was a dip and it's trying to fight back up. Okay, this is big. We need to see if it can hold over 190, $2, specifically $2, so it doesn't go into further weakness. But if it can hold up, the main resistance level is 245. Then we would have to reanalyze 280. Then the highs here of 309, 310, give or take. And then also from 310 moving forward, see how it does between 350 and $3.50 and $4, because the price targets that are out there are mind-blowing. I mean, I've seen all the way up towards $10 to $15, even $20. But right now, the average that I've seen is between $3 to $5 and specifically $4. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. How you feel about ADA, Cardano, how it's doing, how it's moving, and where do you see it going moving forward? Do you think it can hold up above $2? And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.